They got problems. I'll say this, and I want to just put this out there because I want to make sure everybody's clear on where I stand on this, because the attention has been redirected these past 2 weeks with the portal, with the Cade McNamara news. I'm going to reiterate what I said after the Illinois game. Okay, after the 9-6 Illinois loss earlier this year. Mark, this is where I stand. And I'm not afraid to say this because I know some people are in the media real hesitant to call out anybody on the staff specifically, as far as guys who should maybe possibly be terminated. I think Brian Ferentz should absolutely 100% be terminated. He should be fired. And it's nothing personal against Brian Ferentz, Mark, but his lack of productivity, not only on the field, but in recruiting, and now with player retention, and we kind of excused that last year because they did retain players to an extent, but now they can't even do that. I think they need desperate times come for desperate measures, and although I know some in the media would want you to believe that Iowa's not desperate, they've got everything in cruise control, they're going to reload in the portal, I don't know. Starting to question that, and that only re-emphasizes my stance on Brian Ferentz, and I believe the change they needed OC.
Yeah, this is an aspect of the job and the role that if the job is not being executed, in this case, Brian Ferentz is not getting the job done by any measurable. This is an aspect of this job that wasn't in play just a few years ago in regards to if you are not doing your job as an offensive or defensive coordinator and you build a reputation, a negative reputation for all to see, your offense is not productive. It is one of the worst in college football, and you've been given 6 years, then you're going to have difficulty recruiting. Maybe because of the school, the overall tradition at the school, maybe because of Kirk, and maybe because of playing in the Big Ten, and there are a number of other factors, you're still able to recruit out of high school. But after good players with potential have been in a system for a few years at this level, and they have a little bit more knowledge and a little bit better judgment and awareness of what's going on and understand their options a little bit better, then they're more apt to say the grass is greener, legitimately greener just about anywhere else, so I can leave. And also, so the retention is going to be an issue. And then also the ability to attract from elsewhere is going to be a huge issue. Charlie Jones, what happened to him in response to his lack of targets and the lack of offensive productivity around him to give him those opportunities versus what he's been able to achieve at Purdue, it might be somewhat of an outlier, but it is a stark example, and it's a example that's very well known out there in college football circles. Like, people are aware of that. Absolutely.